All right, let's just go here. And the game, obviously, on Saturday, the Packers and the Bears.
The Bears.
And what a game for the ages. Once again, a Bears score 25 points in the fourth quarter playoff game. Kelvin, 25 points in the fourth quarter in a playoff game?
Crazy.
They were down 21-3 at the half. We saw the Falcons blow a 28-3 lead at halftime in a Super Bowl, but 21-3 in that game. And the Bears, they tried a lot of stuff. They went up for fourth downs early on. Nothing was really clicking. They struggled. And in the second half, Caleb Williams comes through with big throw after big throw. He was amazing. And Kelvin, I've been a believer the whole way through.
I believe. Sorry.
And I'm even more of a believer because of his wherewithal to not give up. Like struggle. Like it's easy to be like, we can't
just
do
not
this.
Our night.
It's not right. We just can't do this. And that 4th and 8 play where he's rolling to his left, there's a guy grabbing his leg, and he throws into 4 defenders and hits the receiver on a dime. Might be one of the greatest throws I've seen. And I'm not trying to hyperbole or what. I'm just talking about for the moment, the season. That falls incomplete, season's over. That is what the throw was. And I don't know. And I know you've had questions about him. Other people have. We had that scout. Remember last year? He's a bust. Remember that?
Yeah.
We had him on.
See, that's crazy.
Daniel Kelly. We both argued with that.
Because I was a glass half full guy when his first season. Because, I kept saying Eberflus, not a good coach. When people were coming out his rookie season, I'm like, dude, he had a terrible coach. Ain't what we talked about. Lost him like 3 or 4 games that rookie season.
Yeah, Eberflus was terrible.
Eberflus, yeah.
But here's the other thing, too. And there were people, let's not forget, the Justin Fields camp who hung signs up there, who did not want Caleb, who was like, we're making a mistake, go draft somebody else, keep Justin Fields, whatever. Where are those people today? They cannot honestly see what they've seen from this guy and this team that refuses. I don't care what the score is. How do you not go into a game confident that you can win any game? You don't want to have to pull every game out, but I'm just saying it's that stuff that I'm really impressed by. But I'm going to say it. I'm a believer. I told you this earlier in the year. I was all the way in on Caleb. There was something about him, and that game just really solidified what I'm looking at. And the scary part is that this is his first year with Ben Johnson. You think he's done learning or growing? That's the scary. I know you do, but you get what I'm saying? This is year 1. He's going to clean up a lot of stuff. They will get better together. Coming off a year like this, it doesn't matter. They can lose on Sunday or whatever, right? And if they win, oh my God. But you know what I'm saying. Like, you have something to build on 1 year together. That's all I'm going to say.
So I'm going to work backwards here. The reason why I said I hope you're wrong, but you're obviously right in that, Ben, because not only are you right about Caleb, this is Ben Johnson's first year with him, meaning, let me really see what he is, what he's got, what his talents are, his strengths, his weaknesses. And they're going to get better and better. Because the things that Ben Johnson just having, he was with the Lions for so long, things that he loves, consistency and accuracy. And, Jared Goff is literally leading the league in completion percentage and all that. The scary part is, and this is where you and I, when we were having our conversations throughout the season, all I was saying was the scary thing about them was that room to improve with Caleb because he'd be off schedule. He'd have the off-target throws. He'd have the incompletions. And he had it again the first half, and they look bad, and you're like, dang, what's going on? They got weapons everywhere. They had the number 2 rushing attack. Like, what is going on? I think a couple of things are going on. Their defense isn't great in and of itself.
That's a big part too.
They get turnovers. So if you just look at the numbers, they're not great just defensively as far as stopping the run and stopping the pass. But they were number 1, number 2 in turnovers. So they almost got a few. They got some balls that they got some strips, but it didn't bounce their way. I think the defense became great in the second half of saying, hey, we're going to get you the ball back. You guys start making that Caleb magic happen. And he was able to do that. That throw you talk about running full speed left, being chased.
A guy on your ankle.
Guy on your ankle, throwing across your body in the 3 or 4 Packers and landing right there on the numbers. That's an all-time playoff throw. Period. I don't care who the person. That was an all-time throw for Caleb. No, that was an all-time throw, period, for the game and season
right.
on the line.
That's
amazing
the season.
throw. And I do think that is what has made, again, him frustrating at times, because I can imagine if you're a OCD-like, buttoned up to the T guy like a Ben Johnson, you're like, you're that guy. You are this guy. And I think that's for times where he would be like, man, if I get 80% of that guy regularly, we're in a good place. So, but they're scary, Rob. Like you said, the Rams are a tough team. So if they lose to the Rams, there's no shame in that.
They beat the
They're
Rams.
ahead of schedule.
Yep.
And the Lions, the Vikings, the Packers better beware and hope this was a fluke and that they won so many close games and that they regress kind of how the Chiefs did. Because if they don't, it's going to be a lot to deal with. That offense for the next 6, 7, 8 years, it's going to be a lot.
All right, as you know, I've always been a believer.
I'm a believer.
You gonna just join in? He want the Rob Parker remix.
I didn't know there was a remix.
Yeah, Rob Parker did a remix.
right,
yeah.
Rob, you have a remix?
Yeah. He did he did this, but his version of it.
Why
and
am I
Caleb.
not with this?
I don't know why. I thought you had it.
And Caleb.
Okay. It's all good.
I'll be you.
All right, 877-9905.
I believe.
Where are you on? Are you a believer? Are you Caleb? I mean, going forward.
Oh, yeah,
Like-
he's listen.
Like, are you off the bus train that he's a bust? He's not that guy. They made a mistake. I mean, are you still there? What else do you need to see, or have you finally come to the believer side? Kelvin has.
Yeah, the only thing is it's weird. The layups and the easy ones, and like I don't know if he needs a slow starter. You baseball guy, like some pitchers gotta let me get warmed up. I don't know what that is about him.
Yeah,
but once he gets rolling, and he can make some of the best throws in the league, and that's why he was so highly touted. I'll give him that. There's no denying that. All right, Rob. So they're watching us right now, which means another thing they can do is what?
They can subscribe. All you got to do is hit that button, subscribe to The Odd Couple for some of the best sports talk content in the nation.
Facts. And while you're at it, they can like, they can comment, they can share. Do all that for us. We appreciate it. Just do all that right up in here.